Hi, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the weekly coffee morning. Yay! Right, okay, so big thank you to everybody who's joined this morning, got out of bed, made the effort, tuned in. I was up at a reasonable time. I'm not late this morning, so we're making progress here. It's getting good. I feel like I'm back into a work routine because I've got this weekly routine doing the coffee morning, so that's absolutely fantastic. Wow. So we've got 71 people tuned in. I'm impressed, guys. I'm absolutely impressed. So if you haven't done so already, hit that thumbs up because that will be really, really good if you could do that. I'm going to give some shout outs and find out where we're all from. I've got Tim with me in the background. So he's gonna help if I miss any chats or anything like that. And yeah, it's snowing here. Snowing. I know I'm dressed for summer, but it's quite warm in the house, that's why. But yeah, it is snowing. So anyway, although I don't think it's going to stay snowing, I'm going to go through the chats, see who we've got. Before I go any further, big thank you to the mods that are modding, because I can see that Belvedere was the first person to actually put a comment, and he's modding for me, so I really appreciate the support. Thank you, and thank you to Andy Mulaney and Foxy B, all the mods, so it's a big help. Thank you very much. Gerald A is here in the chat. We've got Eugene, we've got Michael, we've got Scott, we've got Barry. Hiya, Barry. We've got Stephanie, the Foxy B is here, Sharon as well, and we've got, hang on, sorry, I am slow with this. We've got Sophie's in the chat. She's awake. I am awake. I made it. We've got Mel as well. That rhymed. I think I always say that. Rebecca J, Michael. I said Michael Braithwaite. I'm sure I did, unless that was last week and I'm just having a bit of a brain situation. We got Wendy Copper. Hello, everybody. Coffee at the ready. Yay. I'm going to speak about coffee in a minute, okay? Big hello to all of you. That's Pop Culture is here as well. Tim said Gabby would be late on the live yesterday. Yeah, but I wasn't that late in comparison to how I have been. Fiona is here as well. Hi, everyone. Hi, Gabby. Joe's Jam Room is here. Peter Chelmsford is here. Jules B. Wow. Rachel Folger is here. Hi to everyone. Kevin Northcutt. I try not to miss anybody out. I try to get everybody. Susan Cox, to say Catherine Stephen, Anna Tidmarsh, Think Pink is here. Karen Jones, I've said that, I think. Leslie Matthews, Carly Thomas, Vincent Clark. More Vincent. It's nice to see you on here, mate. Pauline is here. Craig Cargill is here. John Biff, I can't pronounce it. Birthway. Karen Allen, Lynn. Big thank you to everybody that's tuned in. If I have skipped anybody's names, I do apologize because the writing on here is really tiny. So I tried to get everybody if I can, and by no way or means do I want to miss anybody out. So a big thank you to you all for tuning in. It means a lot. It really, really does. Thank you for your support. So anyway, not only is it snowing here, but I'm gonna just I think the sun is going to come out. I'm feeling positive. Are you feeling positive, Tim? Tim, give everyone a hi.
Hi.
He's here. He won't be on camera though, not in the mornings, because there's mess.
Look too rough.
Hang on, Think Pink says happy birthday, Barry. Barry, is it your birthday? Is it your birthday? Oh my God, happy birthday, Barry. Way, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Barry, you're an Aries like me. You must be. Has anybody else sharing a birthday with Barry today? Has anybody else got any birthdays? Because if you do have, or you've got one coming up, a big happy birthday to you all. 75. Oh my God, Barry, well done. Nice. Wow, nice. See, I'm 41, but I've decided to rewind the clock because we can. Barry, do you want to be 40 again? You don't have to be 75. You could be 40. On this channel, you can be 40 again. It's absolutely fine. I like the cake emojis. Diane Price, good morning, Gabby. Good morning to you. Scott says Tom should sing happy birthday. You mean Tim? Well, the thing is, we've tried that, haven't we? And he it takes a lot of Dutch courage. did anybody watch Tim's live yesterday? Okay, so speaking of Dutch courage, I had a couple of beverages, I'm not gonna lie. And when I say a couple, it was just a couple. So that's it for me. That's I have 2 drinks and I'm like, whoa. So I don't know if it's because I don't know, maybe it's because I'm getting older, or maybe it's because of, you know, when I was going through the IVF procedure, I didn't do much drinking. Well, I didn't do any drinking because you couldn't, and I had to prepare my body. So coming to the IVF, I didn't drink. Through the IVF, I didn't drink, and definitely out my pregnancy, I didn't drink. I think I had like a Bucks beers at Christmas. So I think my body has sort of naturally gotten used to not having any alcohol, whereas the old Gabby would be like, if I weren't singing and I'd go out on a Saturday night, I'd be like, "Way, get the drinks in, and I'd be like the good time girl, you know. And yeah, my body is changed. I've become a lightweight. So last night, as a treat for, obviously we were doing the live, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have a glass of wine, you know, and be sociable, because this is my social life. Chatting to you guys is what is this is it. You guys are my friends. And so we were there last night, and I think Tim had a cheeky whiskey. I had a glass of wine. I think my wine glass was pretty big though, to be fair. And then when my wine glass was empty, I rang Holly up from downstairs and asked her if she'd fill me up and be a little darling. And she did do. And that was it. That was all I had, the 2 glasses, fairly large. And oh my God, I don't know why I do it, because while I'm having the drink, you feel great, don't you? And then as soon as like I sit down, I can't concentrate on the TV because like I feel really uncomfortable. I can't explain it, and I don't like it. And then I end up like getting dehydrated like really quickly. So I go through like 2 large bottles of water, and then I feel bloated, and then I don't enjoy my dinner because I'm bloated, and so I can't settle watching the TV. And yeah, it's just I just don't really like the after feeling of drinking so much anymore. It kind of sucks. So it was good to have a drink, but the sad thing is it was only 2 and I felt like that. I don't have a hangover this morning or nothing though, so it couldn't have been that bad. But yeah, I have changed. I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing, you know, like I'm not sure. I'll tell you something, it's cheap. Craig, thank you so much for your super chat. To get Casper a dairy-free Easter egg. Thank you, Craig. In fact, we have been looking for dairy-free Easter eggs for Vumps, and we did go into the large Tesco's yesterday, and what a poor choice for like kids that can't have dairy, because dairy allergy is really common in kids. And you know, kids love Easter and they love Easter eggs, but there's just hardly any choice at all. If anyone has seen any about or can advise where I should go to get them, please do, because there's no excuse for it, because you can use an alternative milk to make the Easter egg, just like you can cakes. So the Easter eggs can be made with coconut milk, oat milk, rice milk, soy, did I say soy milk? I think I did. Almond milk. So there are alternative milks that can create Easter eggs, but there's just no choice. So the kids that have got dairy allergy don't enjoy an Easter egg as much, and I think it's so sad, don't you, Tim?
What?
Never mind, Tim. Never mind. But thank you so much, Craig. I really appreciate it. Why is my chat gone? Are you operating my chat on that side? Because my chat's gone thin.
Thin?
Yeah, like all the comments.
Yeah, that's my fault. Hang on.
Yeah, Tim's operating from behind the scenes, right? No. Don't matter. I've got it on my phone. I've got backup. I have backup. Oh, I forgot I've got a coffee behind me. I got my mummy necklace on.
Tell Vincent I don't know what he's on about the beach towel, Gabby. The beach towel, it should just be there. I don't know what he means.
The beach towel?
He keeps saying, when will the beach towel be back in stock?
Oh, he means on your channel under the merch, because you did have a beach towel.
Yeah, but it's print on demand, so it's just always there. Should be always
well,
there.
If Vincent says it's not there, Holly has given me this book, which I gave to her. I almost trip up over my words.
It's not there.
I gave to her Yeah, Vincent, you are right. The towel's not there. Tim's on it.
It has to be the black and white one, Vincent.
There you go.
Black colour one, for some reason, it's not there anymore. Don't know why.
Can you hear Tim all right, Vincent? I hope so. So yeah, Holly has given me this, which I gave to her for Christmas. I didn't give her it. I bought it and wrapped it up, and she hasn't touched it. So she said, do you want a book? And I went, do you know what I do, Holly? I want a book for my coffee mornings. So this is my positive book for the coffee mornings. The best way to predict your future is to create it. Do you like that? I thought that fit in well with the YouTube.
So the YouTube.
The YouTube.
You didn't just say that.
Oh, don't start with all that. Look, you know what I'm like.
The YouTube.
The YouTube. So I have made some notes of things I want to chat about today, and I put it in my positive book. So thank you, Holly, for that. The only thing is I opened it up, right? And Holly's ripped out half the book and used the individual pages. So I've only got about 5 pages in there. So good one. It's a half a book, to be precise. Rachel, thank you so much for your super sticker this morning. That is really, really kind. Thank you. It means a lot. Liz says, Tesco Free From white chocolate is the nicest vegan chocolate I've found. Tastes closest to the real thing. So
tell people about the dairy milk you had the other day.
I'll have a look at
feet, Holly.
Look at that, Liz. But it's Easter eggs. I'm on the hunt for Easter eggs. Well, I'm not going to tell anyone about the chocolate I had the other day. Holly, there's a bit of noise going on because Holly's now leaving the house. See you later. Have a lovely day, won't you?
And you.
Thank you. Yeah, so I'm not going to. I did get some vegan chocolate, but I'm not going to talk too much about it because it's going to ruin the vlog, because I've actually put that bit in the latest
She
vlog.
got a driving lesson?
No, she's just going out.
Oh, right. So she's getting the bus, like, in 1 minute.
Sorry, we're having a bit of a home debate here as well. Yeah, so Holly always leaves it to the wire. So Holly's getting the bus. So the bus is due in minutes, and Holly will leave the house with a minute to spare. She'll like power walk up the road to the bus stop. There she goes, power walking. Go on, Holly, walk faster, faster, girl, faster.
We'll see just how quickly the bus goes past.
She miss it, and then she'll ring me up again. The bus was late. No, the bus wasn't late. You was late, Holly. You was late. Bless her. So, hang on. Karen says Alan's got a birthday too. Oh, Foxy says Alan's got a birthday too. Happy birthday, Alan. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Alan. Happy birthday to you. Big happy birthday to everyone. So yeah, it's actually dairy-free Easter eggs that we're after. So if anybody knows of any, that would be great. Okay, so what I wanted to talk about, right, was what Tim got me for my birthday. I'm just going to move this card because I need to put my coffee cup there because I can't multitask. Right, coffee cup there. Inside my coffee this morning, right, I'll backtrack. So obviously I've approached 41. So what do you do when you approach 41? You panic. So you kind of think, I'm getting old. What am I going to do about it? I need to do something, but I need to be natural about it because there's no way I'm going to go out and put Botox in me. Not there's anything wrong with people that do, but it's not really my cup of tea at this point in time. I'm going to wait till later on in life. So I'm not going to do Botox. I'm not going to do a facelift. What am I going to do to make myself remain youthful? So I decided that I wanted to go to Norwich actually on my birthday. And do you know where I went? I didn't go to any clothes shops. Well, I did look in River Island, but apart from River Island, and I did look in Primark, but apart from Primark, and I did go in Hollister, but apart from Hollister, all right, apart from those clothes shops, and I think Zara, but apart from those, did I go in Quiz? No, I didn't go in Quiz. I went to Boots. Yeah, that was my main aim of the day. And I went to Boots and I looked at the vitamin section. Yeah, because I was thinking, you know, I could really do with some vitamins because at the moment, like I was on breastfeeding tablets and they've run out. And to be perfectly honest with you, I'm refusing to buy any more of them because they are so expensive. They're like well woman vitamin tablets and they probably are great. but they are so expensive. It's ridiculous, and they don't last very long either. So, and I have been using the Boots brand, and they're expensive too. And really, my doctor said that you can get the same vitamins in like normal vitamin things anyway. So it is a bit of a fad, you know, get the breastfeeding tablets, but what's inside them you can just go buy anyway. So I thought I'm going to the vitamin shelf, and I stocked up on my multivitamins, my cod liver oil, calcium tablets, because that's really important when you're breastfeeding, because you do lose quite a bit of calcium. And yeah, I stocked up on those, and I thought, what is becoming of me? What is becoming of me? Like, I don't want to drink as much anymore. I'm going down the vitamin aisle. I'm changing. Maybe I'm growing up, or maybe I'm just getting old. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm changing. So anyway, for my birthday present, me and Tim had been going through Boots previously on previous days, and one of my best presents, you're not going to believe this, right? This is what Tim bought me. Can you see that?
Loaded.
Wow, look at that for a coffee morning treat. That is insane. So it's a creamer, so basically a coffee whitener, coffee mate kind of thing, so a substitute for your milk. It's vanilla. Is it vanilla flavor, this one, or coconut? This is vanilla, yeah. Made with coconut milk. So yeah, that's why I got confused with the coconut, because it tastes like coconut, but it's vanilla, so it's got a little bit of both, I suppose. But it's a collagen creamer. So basically, you know, whether this is going to be any good or not, I don't know. But we walked past it, and I said to Tim, can you believe that? So you can put milk in your coffee and feel good about what you're really drinking, because it's going to make your appearance better. And I thought, wow. And it was on offer for £27, was it not, Tim? So full price, it was even more. And there is only one particular one. They do a couple of different ones. There's only one particular one you could have that was dairy free. So this is the one I've gone for. And it says in it, it's got peptides, it's got collagen, protein. I don't know. I could sit here and read it all out, but it would do your head in. Collagen peptides, that's it. And it gives you a youthful appearance. Wow. So this is what I'm on. And it actually comes with a scoop. Like, I'm not on commission for this. I'm just telling you it because I'm just fascinated by it. Comes with a scoop, and you're meant to put 2 scoops of it in your coffee. Well, anyway, it doesn't taste the best, but it makes me feel better about drinking my coffee intake. So 2 scoops, which I found makes it way too creamy. So, and plus, if you're doing 2 scoops, you're going to get through this really quick. So that £27 is going to be like chucking it down the toilet, unless it makes you look, you know, I don't know, like Ariana Grande or something. So I have actually cut down to 1 scoop, which I'm also finding too much. So I'm kind of on 3/4. So I'm hoping I'll get quite a bit out of that with a bit of luck. Craig Cargill has just gifted one of my memberships. Thank you so much. I wonder who's going to grab that. Grabbed by Gemstone. So congratulations to Gemstone. And thank you, Craig, for doing that. That's really kind of you. It means a lot. And also a big thank you to Lucy Sharp for her super sticker. Thank you so much. Eugene says, do you drink Mellow Birds coffee, Gabby? No, I don't.
Like I should get that. I haven't had that for ages.
I remember the advert. Mellow Birds will make you smile. Can you remember that?
Sad kid.
I remember that from being a kid. I never really thought anything of it though. I never thought about trying it. Sunscreen. Good morning, how are you, says Nathan. Nathan, I am fine. If any of you have just joined us this morning, I've just been actually talking about this collagen creamer that I've got. This was a birthday present from Tim because I saw it in the shop. And anyway, I'm feeling confident about having my coffee because I'm putting this collagen peptide. It's good for you. It's good for you now. So it is in Boots. And the good thing is, if I'm buying this, I've got a double points thing at the moment, so I'm going to get double points for this. And yeah, if you've got points on your Advantage card, it might be worth getting it. So Boots sell it. I'd never seen it before anyway, so I'm trying it and I'm bowled over by that. Tyler says, I turn 26 tomorrow. Well, Tyler, you will not be needing collagen creamer then, will you? You're so jammy. I wish I was 26 again. Mind you, if I could be 40 again, I could be 26 again. Louise Sturton is here. Hi, Gabby and Tim. Have you thought about getting a Tassimo or Dolce Gusto coffee machine? I've got both. They're amazing. Actually, Louise, we've been through all of those, actually. We did have a Tassimo, didn't we?
They just don't, I don't know, they just, to me, they don't taste, they taste a bit, I know it sounds weird to say synthetic. Synthetic.
You got cold?
No, just tired.
Oh, right, okay.
I've been up since 7 with the baby.
Sounds like you got cold. Mind you, we're all full of cold anyway. Yeah.
And they don't stay hot, really. They go cold quite quickly.
Do you know what my big problem is with the Tassimo? Because we had the Tassimo, and didn't we buy another one after the Tassimo? We did. We had another machine that we gave to Mum. I can't remember what one it was. Anyway, so we've been through a couple. But I always come back to the percolator, and, you know, if I want something, you know, because the Tassimo, it's the expense more than anything. I can't tolerate the fact that I want to go and get some coffee capsules and spend a fortune on them. So it's not even that the machines are overly expensive. It is to continue using it is expensive. But having said that, say you're like one of these people that's like a 9 to 5 worker, and you're wanting a coffee in the morning and you just shove it in the Tassimo, boom, and away you go. I can see why you would invest in it, because you're only having like maybe 1 or 2 coffees a day. And yeah, so I totally get it. But I just find for the expense, I just go through phases with them. I enjoy them for a little bit and then it phases out, because then I keep thinking, oh, do I want to spend that much on capsules when I can just get a jar of coffee? So yeah, basically we don't bother with it anymore, but I do have a percolator. Not a percolator. We do have a percolator. No, we don't have a percolator anymore. A cafetiere. That's what I mean. I got a cafetiere and I love that. But, you know, I probably put 2 cups worth in it and then it goes cold. So, you know. Wow, Barry, thank you so much to help replenish the creamer supply. Like, Barry, that's going to be a massive help. The creamer. Barry, what's your thoughts on this creamer? Tell me. Juliet, bye. Got to go to work now. Well, have fun at work, Juliet. If you're, you know, if you do enjoy work and stuff like that, have fun, Juliet. Whatever you're doing, even if you're at work, make it a good one. That's what I say. That's my advice. And Tyler has just said, going back to the Tassimos and the Goose Days and Nespressos and things like that, they do only fill half a cup. You are absolutely right. Because we gave I think it was the Tassimo to my mum. So when I go around there, she'll go, well, do you want a Tassimo? And, you know, my mum. And I go, yeah, come on then, I'll have one. And because she buys them. And I look at my cup and I'm like, huh? And then sometimes she goes, do you want me to add some hot water to that? And I'm like, no, mum. She'd make it even more watery. But yeah, it does only give you half a cup. So that's what I'm saying. It's good if you're on the go, like if you're going to work or something like that. Luke Langley is here. Hey, Gabby. Hi, Luke. Craig says, Tim, how are you doing? Are you babysitting Fumps? Fumps is asleep, Craig. We got him down today. So we made up about that. Not in a bad way, but it is good that he goes down at this time so that there's no sort of stress, because it's really hard when you're trying to do this and like Casper needs the attention, because actually usually Tim would sort with Casper, but he can actually help like moderate. Are you moderate? What are you doing, Tim?
Well, I was chatting for you.
Oh, thank you, sexy pants. So Tim's doing the chat. Barry says, sounds ghastly. What, the creamer? It don't taste the best, to be fair. You didn't like it, did you, Tim?
No.
Yeah, it is ghastly. But I tell you what, it better be worth it. Because if after I've consumed this whole tub, if my skin don't look any better for it, I'm going to write a review to the company that makes this. Boots. I know, vitalproteins.co.uk. So Vital Proteins. And I'm going to say, oi, I've wasted money, or Tim's wasted money. So we want a refund. So yeah, I'm going to complain if I don't look any more useful. And they can't say, well, you haven't drunk enough of it, because this is me we're talking about. I'm like, hello, don't you know I'm Mrs. Coffee Morning? Luke said, sorry, I'm late. I've just woken up. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. Karina is here. Hi, Gabby. Love your coffee morning on Mondays. Thank you. Well, so I have to pause just to drink. If I've got lipstick on the cup. If you are enjoying the coffee mornings, why not take a picture of your coffee cup? So this is mine today, just showing you all. I've got the mummy one, which one of my bestest friends bought me when Casper was born. She bought us matching ones. Tim's got a daddy one. And it says on the back, sorry about the lipstick. Congratulations, Gabby and Tim, on the birth of Casper George William Linden, 9th of January 2022. So this is like a bit of a keepsake cup, really. But yeah, this is what I'm drinking out of. So take your pictures, show me, because I've been loving them. I've been loving your pictures. And go over to my singing page, Gabby Starbuck, vocalist, entertainer. And the recent post, I've actually I've prepared for this. I'm on the ball today. Way, look at me, I'm pro now. There is a post that says it's a link to this, and it says post your coffee morning pictures here. So please upload your pictures. That would be absolutely fantastic, because that would just give me something to look forward to later, going through your pictures. Right, great. And one of the other things with this, your cup of coffee is so hot to begin with, it doesn't cool down, so you need to take a while before you drink it. Speaking of coffee, right, as you all know, I've got my provisions, right, which I've made my way through because my jar of coffee was empty. So one of my longtime friends, Fiona, who's probably watching this morning, if not, she'll be watching this on catch up because she does tend to tune in. Do you know what she bought me for my birthday? At first I was a bit like, I was gobsmacked. My battery's just gone dead on my laptop. I'm using my phone. Always goes dead. And I was absolutely shocked. But she bought me 2 jars of coffee. Well, I've never had that as a birthday present before. But you're not going to believe this. The amount of people for my party that bought me Prosecco and wine, this is going to get drunk quicker than my Prosecco and wine, because I drink more coffee than I do wine at the moment. So although that's a really unusual gift, that is seriously useful. So I was like, that's great. And the day before my birthday, Tim already knew what she'd bought because she told Tim. We were in Tesco. So I said, Tim, we're going to need to get a jar of coffee because we've completely run out. And Tim was like, yeah, but because obviously I didn't open my gifts until my actual birthday. And he was like, yeah, but he said, oh, I'm just going to tell you, Fiona's bought you 2 jars of coffee. And I went, oh, nice one. I went, let's get home and get them opened. So well done, Fiona. And what I find quite amazing about that, Fiona, is that you actually thought about the gift. You actually like, watch her coffee morning. She's out of coffee. Because I was like, what can I get her? That's what I'm going to get her. It's the most unusual gift in the world for someone to have on their birthday. Although my mum did buy me a Christmas pudding. Yeah. That's one to talk about. So because I can't have dairy, I'm actually quite grateful about it. That wasn't my main present from my mum. That was just a little jokey present, might I just add. But I really, really like Christmas pudding. I'm a massive Christmas pudding fan. Like, that's the best bit about Christmas Day, having that Christmas pudding. And obviously the alcohol and all that. And then the presents and, you know, all those sort of things. But yeah, the Christmas pudding. Oh, and Tim's Christmas dinner. But yeah, it's amazing. I love it. And obviously, if you're vegan, you can have it. Well, if you're dairy free, I don't know about what else is in it, but dairy free. So yeah, and I'm always saying to my mum, I'm gutted because after Christmas Day, they take the Christmas puddings off like the shelf and you just can't have it anymore and you've got to wait a whole year for it. And my mum must have bought one and kept it aside, and she wrapped it up for me on my birthday and gave me it as a joke. And I was just like, well, you know, I thought that back in the day getting a can of de-icer was unusual, but now I'm getting jars of coffee and Christmas puddings and collagen fillers. But you know what? The funny thing is, they're going to get used. I want them. So it's better than buying like some bath bombs that I hardly ever get a chance to sit and enjoy. So yeah, I'm grateful. Craig Cargill says, I like Kenko. Kenko is really nice. I like Kenko. But I do like Tesco Gold. I'm not joking. That's what I've been using, and it's one of the cheaper ones, and I can't grumble with it. And you know what else I like when I can actually have milk? I quite like a McDonald's coffee. Like if we're going on the road and we, just go and get a takeaway coffee, McDonald's coffee always comes up trumps. Tim, have you just gifted? Oh my God, you gifted 5 memberships. When did that happen? Who took them? Who got them?
Mog, Paul, Lisa Pryor,
Susan Jones, Tyler, Mog, Paul, and Lisa Pryor. Congratulations, everybody. I didn't see that come up because I was so busy chatting. So congratulations. Wow. Obviously, if anyone doesn't really know what that channel member is, so basically you can become a channel member. You can obviously subscribe anyway and be part of it. But if you want to be a channel member, that gives you so it's a great way to support the channel. It gives you customized emojis. It gives you a little badge next to your name to say that you are an exclusive member. And so it gives you that, and it gives you like I can never get this right. I can never say this. It gives you priority responses. That's it, isn't it? So like if you make a comment on any of the vlogs or anything like that.
You give them priority responses. It doesn't give them priority responses.
Yeah, I meant me. That's what I meant. I meant, I don't know, I was saying it in like a third party kind of thing. But yeah, so you get, this is what you're getting for it. You get priority, so it'll flash up quicker, and you get priority responses. And so that's what you get for that. But there's 2 tiers, and then you can go on the higher tier. It's, yeah, like I say, it's a great way to support the channel. And the higher tier, you get some behind the scenes little videos. And I've got a good one that's going up today, in fact. So yeah, watch this space. But it's a great way to support it, and I really appreciate it. It's lovely. Thank you so much. So if any of you were unsure what it was, that is what it is. Joe's Jam Ream says McDonald's coffee is good. It actually is. Do you know what? I am so disappointed though that McDonald's do not do an alternative milk. So every time I go to McDonald's, I've got to have a black coffee, which is really disappointing because black coffee is harsh, man. Like it really is. I went through a phase probably about 5 years ago when I was working at the camp on reception of just drinking black coffee. It seemed to like lift me, keep me awake. I don't really know, but it kept me wired, I suppose. And I would drink black coffee all the time, and I really liked it. But over the years, I've gone off it. And now if I go back to a black coffee, I am really like, do you know what it tastes like to me? It's like drinking the dregs of an ashtray, black coffee. I don't like it at all anymore. But if I've got to have it, I've got to have it, because I do have to have a coffee. I can't explain it. Like, so if we're on the road, I can't be driving in the car or, passenger in the car without going via some sort of drive-through and grabbing a coffee. I have to have it. I don't know if it's a comfort thing or what it is, to be honest with you. I think it is habit, comfort thing. I'm not sure. But yeah, I've got to have that takeaway coffee. So if it's a black coffee, it's a black coffee. I'd rather have that than nothing. And to be fair, McDonald's is so cheap. I think it's like 99p for a white coffee at the moment. It's crazy. Barry says, but the sausage baps are great. What are we talking about here? I've missed something in the chat. Are you talking about Costa? Craig says, my sister bakes me a cake for my birthday. Oh, that's nice. I had a nice cake for my birthday. Do you know half of it is gone stale now because we can't eat it in time? It's crazy. Stephanie says, I always have black coffee and black tea too. How come, Stephanie? Is that just your preference, or is it a dairy situation? How come? Wendy says black coffee, yuck. It is harsh. I think it's really harsh. Lynn says we like Kenko or Costa, flat white. McDonald's is okay. Honest to God, I really do think McDonald's coffee is nice, and I'm not joking. In fact, this might be a really good time to actually ask you all. Stephanie, you're vegan. Okay, yeah, makes sense then. I was going to say, I think you're already talking about it, but yeah, what is your go-to coffee shop? So, we all like to either go and get a takeaway or a drive-through, don't we? Or just go out and meet our friends and go and have a coffee. But where is your go-to place? Is it a Costa? is it Starbucks, a Caffè Nero, McDonald's? You can even get a coffee in like Burger King, you know what I mean? So some people even go there for coffee. Or do you just go to like a standard coffee shop that's in your town, you know, just like a unnamed, like an unknown branded one? You know, let me know what you do, because I'm just intrigued. Lots of people do love Costa, don't they? Foxy B says Costa. Fiona says Costa. Diane says Costa. Leslie says Starbucks. Luke says Nikki, my girlfriend, loves Costa. Eugene says Costa coffee for a hot coffee. Yeah. Vinny says McDonald's double espresso. Well, there you go. Liz says, you think everywhere would have an alternative with allergies? I know. And McDonald's is a really common place. I mean, they are a massive chain, like humongous, probably even known worldwide almost. And they don't have an alternative. I bet they do in America, though. I bet they do. I bet it's just the UK. But they go, what I find really bizarre about that with McDonald's is they always push the plant-based burgers like really hard, don't they? Like, we got plant-based or plant-based wraps and stuff like that, but they don't have any milk. I'm gonna get on Twitter and I'm gonna say something about that. I am, because I just think I've got shares in McDonald's. I'm sure. Have I got shares in McDonald's? No, it's Wetherspoons. Sorry, I got that wrong. Barry says Costa coffee. Costa, yes. I do love a Costa. I used to work in Costa, actually. Nikki says, has to be Starbucks for me. James says, I can't eat some plant-based laboratory burger. No, thank you. Oh, well, that's the thing. I can actually have a burger. Just can't have the cheese on it because it's dairy, not vegan situation. Foxy B says, love Tim Hortons. Yeah, that is a good coffee. But where did we go to a Tim Hortons?
There's more of them popping up now.
Yeah, it was America. No, Dubai, weren't it, when we went there? So we're going back
quite a few
moons ago.
They've got some in the UK now.
Wow, maybe London though. They've probably got one, but not in our area, which is a bit of a shame. We're well behind the times here.
Oh yeah, you won't get anything like that in Norfolk.
No, you won't. Karen says Costa or McDonald's. I love the way Karen's like Costa or McDonald's, not Costa or Starbucks. So McDonald's is proving quite popular, isn't it, with people? Think Pig says Costa when I'm working, but when out, Nero or an independent coffee shop. Yeah, you're the only person I've seen in the chat so far that said Caffè Nero. Caffè Nero, I've said it before, I'll say it again. That's my favourite. Like, there isn't one in Great Yarmouth area, but we have to go to Norwich. But when we get to Norwich, that is our go-to coffee shop. We love Nero, don't we, Tim?
Yeah.
Did you hear the enthusiasm? Those like, yeah.
Caffè Nero, it's all right.
Caffè Nero is great. Caffè Nero, you know, sometimes you probably experience it, but you go into, say, I'm barista trained, right? So I have got. You're so jealous, aren't you? You just because you're not barista trained. You are jealous. You want to be barista trained. Don't get me wrong, right? I don't want to go back working in a coffee shop anytime soon.
Tell people where you worked.
I worked at Costa, so hence I've got my flat white badge and everything. I honestly.
You get a badge.
Yeah, I think it's upstairs. Do you know what? I'm gonna dig it out and I'm gonna show you next week. But yeah, I am barista trained, and being a coffee drinker, I am a coffee connoisseur. So if somebody serves me a coffee and it's not right, I am like, yeah, I am like, oh. It's really
how many
frustrating.
times do we order a cappuccino and get basically a milky coffee?
I get a latte
with the tiniest bit of froth on top.
Yeah, I actually had to say, my friend Becky, actually, she was my boss at the camp, and sometimes we'd have to mug in and make some coffee behind the counter. And I don't know who trained the staff there, but Becky was making a cappuccino. I hope she didn't mind me telling her this. We're not working for the camp anymore, but Becky made a cappuccino and she put it like on a long shot, right? And then
what's a long shot?
So where the, you know, when the coffee comes out, you can have it either short or long. So you can have a small amount but stronger, or you can have it with basically a bit more water and have it longer. So she put it on a long shot. This is a cappuccino. Cappuccino shouldn't be a long shot. Cappuccino needs to be a small shot, and you need to swill it round, right? So you need to make sure that the coffee goes all the way around the edges, so that you get the ring. And anyway, she did a long shot, and then she heated up some milk, and then towards the end of heating it up, she frothed it so it bubbled towards the end, which is not how a cappuccino should be made at all. I will tell you about how you make it in a minute. And then she poured the milk in and then got a spoon and got the bubbles and put it on the top. And I went, who taught you how to make a cappuccino? And she went, this is how we were all taught it. And there was actually a sign at the side of the coffee machine saying how to make a cappuccino like that. And I thought, who trained you all? And it was a person that put the machine in that told them how to make it. And I went, that's not how you make a cappuccino at all. When you hold a cappuccino in your hand, like in a takeaway cup, that should be light as a feather. You do not make a cappuccino with a lot of milk. You only need that much milk to make a cappuccino. You put it in short and you froth it to the top. Flat white, a little bit more, but what you need is the silkier consistency. Anyway, I could go on and on and on forever about teaching you how to make coffee, right? Anyway, so they were taught completely wrong. So you can imagine how furious I am when we charge £2.95 for a cup of coffee. That is not the coffee that's been ordered. So it is infuriating because there's a big difference with your coffees. If you're drinking a latte compared to a cappuccino, if you drink latte, you're going to get the taste of baby warm milk pretty much with a very small half a shot of coffee. But if you drink cappuccino, you're going to get your required taste of coffee, and it's not going to taste like baby milk. It's going to be pure froth, and that's what you're drinking through. And that's the difference. So if you're ordering a cappuccino, you're not ordering baby milk, are you? So there you go. That's my stance on it. So anyway, I corrected Bex and then we got it right from that point onwards. But to be honest with you, I'm sitting here telling you how I'm educating Bex. She educated me on a hell of a lot more, I can assure you. But yeah, I am quite particular with the coffee. Sophie said, I worked at Costa too and know exactly what Gabby is talking about. I think we could talk about coffee all day. Couldn't we, Sophie? Honestly, you can. And it is even worse when you go to Costa and you've been trained there. And when I was working at Yarmouth Costa when it first opened, so everything was brand standard to a T, everything, like even to the way we use the saucers and put the spoons, everything had to be perfect. And we always got really good ratings, but they were very strict. It had to be a certain way, very, very strict company to work for. But when I go into a Costa coffee now and order a cappuccino and get a latte, sometimes I think I can't be bothered to say anything, but I'm really disappointed because not only are the prices expensive, but you're supposed to be well trained and looked after at Costa because Costa are really particular. So it is infuriating as like a customer. James says people's ideas of cappuccino, they'd be disappointed if they got the real one. You're probably right, because people probably do think that a cappuccino is like a latte, don't they? Tim had a nice coffee at Potter's. Did you? Did you have a nice coffee at Potter's? Did you have coffee at Potter's?
Me?
Was that in your vlog? I think maybe
in
his vlog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did.
Oh yeah, he's come back to him now. Tyler says, same here in Finland too, Eugene. Oh, I don't know what that's in reference to. Carol P, my daughter worked at Cafe Nero for a while and always brought home bags of leftover cakes, etc. We did at Costa. Was glad when she left as our waistline grew. We did at Costa. So like if the sell-by dates were going and we had to chuck them out at the end of the day, they'd say, do you want to take any of these home? And I'd be like, yeah, we'll have that. And then they'd go out of date. So, you know, we tried to eat what we could in one night. So that was incredible. But yeah, Costa, if they're going out of date, they will give the staff what they've got left over. But anyway, the point I was trying to make is Cafe Nero, they've never failed me. Like I go in there and if whatever I order, they are bang on it. Like if I ask for a cappuccino, it's not watery in the slightest. It is bang on. And my go-to in Cafe Nero is a coconut cappuccino, and they always make it spot on. And at the moment, what did I have on my birthday? Pistachio latte, wasn't it? Because I thought I'll have something different, and that was really nice as well. And they do like quite a few different ones. And when I've gone in there, it's always been very clean as well, and the staff have always been ultra polite. Having said that, the staff at Costa and Yarmouth are really polite as well at the moment. So big up to them. There's a particular girl that works in there who's really, really nice and went through like the allergy book with me in that, and she's always been really helpful. So anyway, and the girls at Starbucks in Yarmouth as well, they're really good as well. So I'm bigging everybody up here. So yeah, Caffè Nero never fail me ever, and they do a loyalty card. Emma McCabe says I love Caffè Nero. Yeah, if you haven't tried a Caffè Nero, definitely try one. Nikki says after watching a walk live where you go into Richardson's Cafe in Hemsby, we tried it. Wow, it was amazing, and we've now been there quite a few times just for the coffee. Which cafe was it? Was it the Richardson's one? Yeah, it would have been Richardson's. Yeah, they've obviously got a new cafe, haven't they? Which is really nice, and they do like what did you have? A white hot chocolate in there, weren't it? So the coffee is really nice in there. They're working with like a particular brand, I think, and yeah, it is really nice. So I'll give them that. And Nikki, you probably seen my face on the side of the shop, right? Peter says pistachio latte sounds nuts. Yeah, it was a little bit nuts. It's on the nuts side, that's for sure. Barry says Sergio and Bruno Costa founded the shops in 1971 when they arrived in London. They are Italian. I knew that with the name Costa it would be like Italian branded, but I didn't know they were called Sergio and Bruno. I really like the name Sergio. I quite like that when I was pregnant. Tim was like, no. Because Barry had come from Italian background. Stephanie says, coffee time with Gabby, merch coming, would love that. What merch would we do?
Well, obviously, you need a coffee cup.
I did do like coffee cups when we did lockdown on my singing page, like gave them away. But what merch could we do? Let me know now in the comments. What could we do?
Obviously, a coffee cup.
Well, yeah, coffee cup.
Obviously.
And how about teapot? Because we could have a teapot. We could have a teapot with Gabby's coffee morning written on it. Oh my god, that would be so cool, wouldn't it?
Isn't it weird you don't call it tea morning? That would be weird.
Nobody ever calls it a tea morning, do they? I don't know why, because it doesn't sound as glam, I suppose. I do like a cup of tea though, we're not going to lie. Craig says, have you seen the dairy-free donuts in M&S? No, I haven't, but I'm now going to look for them. So also what I wanted to mention while we were on the live, upcoming vlogs. That's what I want to talk about. So the last vlog that I put up last week was of my 40th birthday preparations, right? And a lot of you are wondering what happened to those balloons? All those leftover balloons, what happened to them? Well, anyway, it was paining me, the fact that I would have to let them go, because the next day, you know how sometimes you have a party, like if you do your own balloons and they go a little bit deflated the next day, a little bit. These were just in such good condition. And they were really good quality balloons and they were really pretty. And I just thought, I just want to take them home. But there was two problems with that. One is they wouldn't fit in the house. And two, they wouldn't fit in the car. So I did salvage some, and I managed to put as many as I could in the back seat in my car. We transported them home, put them in the house, and even those took up the whole house. Like we couldn't walk anywhere in the house because of these balloons. It was balloon overload. It was insane. So what I did with the remaining balloons, we actually put a post up on Facebook on the local chat from where the party was held, and said like, we've got some balloons here. If anyone wants to come and collect, or, you know, at the time, it was Mother's Day and they were the perfect Mother's Day colours. They were like pink and purple. So we were like, you know, if anyone wants to come and collect these for either Mother's Day, or if they know a party that's coming up or something like that, feel free to come and collect for free. Obviously, I'm not going to charge. And just come and get them. So free to whoever wants to collect them. And I never got any response on my post that I put on socials. I got a couple of likes, but nobody made comment. So whether someone did actually come and collect these balloons or not, I don't know. So it could be a case of the venue ended up having to pop them because obviously they would have needed the space. I don't know. Or someone might have collected them, but I just never heard about it. So my intentions were good to give them away, but I just don't know what happened. So I only hope that somebody salvaged them. Someone did also say, they would give everyone a balloon at the end of the night, but it wasn't that easy because these balloons were like seriously tightly attached to each other, weren't they, Tim? So it wasn't like we could just loosen up a balloon and it would have a string attached and we could give it to a kid. And yeah, so it was just that just couldn't really happen, to be honest, because it would have been one hell of a mission. So, you know, we didn't do that. It would have been a good idea, but hindsight, I did have a few sherbets that night, and yeah, I didn't really sit and think, what should I do with these balloons? That didn't really cross my mind till the next day, to be honest with you. Someone said, can we have smidge merch? Have you seen the cat this morning?
Yeah.
Where is he?
Up on the bed. With Thumper.
Oh. Diane says coffee cups and bags. Oh yeah, bags would be good, like tote bags. Ali McNally says, I only drink green tea. Yeah, I remember you telling me that. You're so healthy compared to me. Barry says, what merch? A bottle of wine? Can you imagine that? Gabby branded wine. Yeah, man. I like that. I like that. Coffee branded wine. Yeah, Fran says, yeah, a coffee mug, obviously. Yeah, but would you buy them though? That's the thing. I could probably go to all that effort of getting like some branded cups. Who would buy a Gabby coffee morning cup? Let me know now. And just be straight and honest. Don't say yes just to be kind. So I'm just gonna wait and see what you say. Would you buy a coffee morning cup? Tyler says a wine glass. A louder t-shirt. Stephanie says, yes, I'd buy. Ah. Joe says, lol. So just Stephanie would buy. Oh, Fran says she would. Sophie says, yes to a travel mug for walks. Mel said, I would buy one. Oh, okay. That's like 4 of you. Diane, 5. She said she would. Oh, guys, I'm feeling touched. So I could potentially have 5 sales. Barry said we all would. So Barry spoke on behalf of you all. You know what? Nikki would probably buy a mug. Fiona, I would buy one. Oh, well, do you know what? I'll have to look into it. Loud as cakes. I can't give food away. I don't think you've got to have a license to sell F&B, haven't you? I think so. But yeah, yeah, that's something I should definitely do. Latest vlog coming up, right? I've got 3 in the pipeline. So 1 I'm recording today, 1 I'm recording tomorrow, and 1 I've already recorded. What that can't go up yet, right? But the one that can't go up yet, I think you're gonna like it, because I don't want to give too much of the game away, but I'm just gonna tell you anyway, right? So we were on a bit of a jolly going somewhere to have my birthday meal, and we stopped at Costa next because we had to do a few things, and we were like, you know, while we're here, let's feed Thumps because he needs his lunch. And when we're on the go, we have travel jars, you know, that you can transport really. So anyway, Tim has done this a few times, and we've been in a bit of a catastrophe. Yeah, it was a catastrophe. Let me get it right. So you ask for some warm water from the people behind the counter to heat the baby food. And obviously you put the baby food in the warm water, it goes warm, and then you give it to the baby, don't you? And that's generally how it works. It's quite simple, quite easy. And you test it, you know, on your lip maybe beforehand, just to make sure it's the right temperature after giving it a shake and a bit of a stir. So Tim's in charge of this situation, because what am I doing? Something. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm doing something. So Tim decides he's going to feed Thumps. So he puts the baby food in the warm water, and for some strange reason, he undoes the lid. I don't know why you did that. Do you know why you did that?
Yes, to shake it up.
Why do you need to undo the lid
Because
to shake it up?
It's not undone, it's all really, it's airtight in it, so it doesn't move.
Oh, is that why? Yeah. So I don't know if you heard what Tim was just saying. So if you undo the lid, it makes it less airtight, so you can shake it up so it's got more room to mix around, so the, you know, it standard temperature.
Basically, I forgot that I opened it up and didn't hold the top properly.
Yeah, so that's what I was leading to. So Tim forgot that he had taken the lid off, took the jar out, went to shake it, the lid flew off, and so did all the rest of the baby food fly off. So the baby food went all over the floor in Costa. It just missed the people behind us. Just missed. Could you imagine you're sat there with your mate having a nice little coffee morning, chatting, and all of a sudden you get all this baby food just splat in your face. Well, it was that close to happening. The baby food went all over the floor, all over the pram, all over the chairs, but most importantly, all over Tim. Yes. So I won't tell you any more about that, but that is in the vlog. I didn't actually capture the moment happening, but I did capture the aftermath. So that is definitely worth a watch. So I think you're going to like that one. Naughty Tim, laughing faces we've got. Dan J says, just the sort of thing I would do. Where's the cat today? Eugene says. I don't know. I don't know where he is. He's probably on my bed looking after Fumps because Fumps is having a nap. Gabby, you should visit coffee shops to mark them out of 10. Do you know what? I was doing that vlog. That is so funny that you were saying that, because I was doing a vlog, my top 10 coffee shops, and we'd done the first one, didn't we? We got through one and filmed it and that. And I just thought, do you know what? By the time this vlog goes up, it's going to be a month down the line, because I genuinely can't visit that many coffee shops in that space of time. But I am going to make a point of doing something very similar, actually. So I'm glad that you said I should do that, because at least I know that people would be interested in that vlog. So that's what I'm going to do. But yeah, the next two vlogs that I've got coming up. So I've done a Primark haul, and I've gone and bought stuff for Thumps and for myself for the holiday, because obviously we're going away. We're going to Cyprus. And I'm so excited. I just can't wait to just go on holiday and do nothing. Obviously be mum, of course, but just chillax. I'm really looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to having glasses of wine, not more than 2, and just going out and enjoying nice family meals and just going in the pool and stuff. And I'm really excited about it. Like, it's been a really long winter, and I do feel like I need a bit of sun now. Not too hot, but just the right temperature. So I'm really looking forward to that. So anyway, I've been to Primark. I've kitted Thumps out at a really good price. You wouldn't believe what we've got for the money. And I've kitted myself out. Not when I say kitted myself out, I mean got some essentials. So I'm doing a Primark haul on what I got. And so it's going to be really good for people that are going on holiday or going somewhere that want to get some tips and stuff like that. So I'm going to show you what I've got. And then I'm going to do my other vlog. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pack my suitcase with you guys. So I'm going to do a vlog where you're seeing what I'm packing for the holiday and preparing. So they're coming up. So hopefully you'll like them. I hope you do. I mean, to be fair, when I did my spring dresses haul, it wasn't, I don't think many of the men like the spring dress haul, which of course that is 50% of the audience that it's not going to appeal to, because it's about women's dresses, which is an absolute shame. But the good thing is, this is like, it's not just women's stuff. I've got baby stuff in there, and it's just generally interesting. I'll just make it as fun as I can as well. So hopefully you'll all like it with a bit of luck. Tyler says, I'm going on holiday to New York next year. First time on a plane. Oh, well, let me tell you about planes, right? So I'm terrified to fly. I really am. I've got better since I've been on my anxiety pills, but yeah, I'm a bit more chilled now, but I used to be horrendous. So I really don't look forward to it. I'm a lot better than I was. I used to, like, going back probably about, I don't know, 7 years ago, I would just embrace going on a plane, and I'd just be excited and just love every minute of it. And I never gave it another thought. I just used to enjoy it for what it was. And me and Tim would have a drink at the airport, and it would be really nice. And then I think it was after Malaysia, and I had like a really bad nightmare that really scarred me, which I'm not going to go down the whole anxiety route, because I've done a vlog on it and I've mentioned it in a previous vlog. So I'm not going to bore you all with that. But I'd get in some real situations. Like, I couldn't enjoy anything. Even if we stayed in like a Premier Inn the night before we flew, I couldn't enjoy anything. I'd just be sat there terrified. I want to go on holiday, and I'm one of these people that I won't let anything beat me. So even if I'm terrified, I'll still do it. It won't stop me doing stuff, but it'll just eat me up inside. And I used to just be absolutely terrified. I can't explain it. I'd go to get on the plane, and I couldn't stop swallowing, and I just genuinely just feel like, oh my God, I'm going to die. You know, it would just be the most horrendous feeling ever. And I'd sit on the plane, and as soon as they shut the doors, I'd be like, oh my God, that's it, it's closed now. Oh my God, I can't get off this thing. You know, the fact that I didn't have the option to get off if I wanted to as well. I used to be terrified, and takeoff was the worst. I always felt like, will it make it? Will it make it? Anyway, it'd just be so bad. And now I'm bad, but I'm not as bad. So now I'm a bit more chilled about it. But yeah, it's not great. And the thing is, we're flying to Cyprus with Ryanair. Oh God. So it's not even like a comfortable airline, and Cyprus is quite a long flight. So I'm like, oh my gosh, and we've got Fumps, and Fumps is so fidgety at the moment. So I don't know what this flight is going to be like, but we're just going to crack on and do it. You know, we can't change it. We've got to do it. So we're just going to crack on. Gemstone says, Primark seems to be getting nicer. It is. It actually is. Barry says, I watched the spring dresses. You look like a professional fashion model. Barry, thank you so much. That's really kind to say. Alison says, are you going to Paphos? We love Paphos. Yes, it is Paphos, isn't it, Tim?
Yeah.
Yeah. Coral Bay we're going to. That's the place. That's the resort. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 says, good idea, Vinny. I don't know what that's in relation to. Tyler says, it could be worse. It could be Delta Airlines. Oh, we've flown with Delta in America when we went from Vegas to LA. So I've flown Delta. What's wrong with Delta? Is it bad? Because I thought it was an all right airline. I mean, it was a small airline, so it was a bit rickety, but it was really small. So you do feel like everything. Luke says, if you look at statistics, aircraft is the safest form of transport. He's right. He's absolutely right. But I'm not going to 100% confirm that till I get back from Cyprus. I don't want to jinx myself. Peter says, are you and Tim the ones who have to get on the plane first, or do you wait till the end to last board to avoid the mad rush? Well, we are the ones that are the last ones on, but not to avoid the rush. It's because we are genuinely always late, even though we check in 2 hours prior like you're supposed to. But we'll probably be having a coffee somewhere and go, oh no, we're boarding, run. So because we get carried away. So that's me and Tim. Yeah, aren't we, Tim? We're always the last ones. Gabby, in a weekly vlog, will you tell us your skincare routine? Because you do look fantastic. And your makeup for your last gig, loved it. I'm struggling to know what to do since having the baby. Yeah, all right, Sophie, I will do that actually. So here's my skincare routine. No, I will actually. I will go through my daytime makeup and do a vlog on that. And I'll also do my evening makeup for gigs. So I will do it. You probably noticed though that on some vlogs, I just look completely rough because I just don't put anything on sometimes. I just can't. I'm not always like in the mood, or don't always have time. So it depends what I'm doing really. But like today, I have got a couple of bits on. Like I have penciled my eyebrows today. I have put some mascara on, have put a bit of lippy on. So I will, and I've got BB cream. I swear by BB cream. It's amazing. So it's like a moisturizer, a foundation, and a sunscreen all in one. And yeah, you can't go wrong with it. And it gives you that little bit of colour. So BB creams I swear by. But I will definitely do a vlog on that and I'll talk you through it, because I'm the same. Like sometimes I look at, there are these girls that you see on Instagram and stuff, and they look like Barbie dolls. And I look at them and I think, how does that happen? Like, how do you look so immaculate to the point where, I know there's filters on cameras, I get that, but filters can only do so much. But these girls have got perfect teeth, perfectly straight. My teeth are far from perfect. Honestly, I used to have the worst gaps, had a bit of smart bonding done on 2 of my teeth. But I had, even on my wedding day, on my wedding pictures, I've got 2 gaps. Like, I am a gappy person. Used to suck my thumb when I was a baby. Don't anymore though. So yeah, my teeth are not the greatest, but they're too good to put veneers on. So my dentist did recommend like smart bonding, and smart bonding is a natural way of filling the gap. So yeah, I've had that. But these girls have got perfect straight smiles, really full lips. I have like quite a big bottom lip, but my top lip is so thin, it's not full at all. Even if I put lip liner on, I can't fill it up. So yeah, I don't have the greatest top lip, but these girls have got massive lips, and I think, have they had an injection? But then if you have an injection, that's really obvious, because they go almost look like if you have Botox in your top lip, you look like you've had a bee sting, don't you? Like, or you've just, a wasp has stung you, because it looks really crazy. But some girls have naturally got it nice. So whether they've just got someone good that does Botox or whether they're naturally gifted with this lip, I don't know. I'm not a fan of my nose. I hate my nose. But every single girl seems to have the most beautiful ski slope nose ever. So I don't know how these girls do it. And I don't know if it's Botox related, or if girls today are just sheerly naturally beautiful. I don't know. And like, I don't always, yes, I do put a lot of makeup on if I'm gigging, but it's the job. I've got to. You can't get away from that. You cannot go on stage without makeup. It's got to be done. So I will put like a full face on if I'm gigging, but during the day, maybe just like minor stuff, I might look in the mirror and go, that's not looking so great today, or oh no, better do something about that, better get some concealer on that spot, and then that's the way I roll. I just put on what I feel is necessary, and sometimes I go out and I've only like got a clip and I've shoved my hair in a clip and it looks messy. You only have to look at my coffee mornings to see how scruffy I really can be. So like last week I just looked a right state, and I look back and I go, oh my god, and then I've got stains on my jumpers and stuff like that, because when I'm feeding Fumps, he'll just blow raspberries at me and like the food will just go everywhere. So my jumpers are just, yeah, it is what it is. It's real life. And yeah, so I will do a vlog and show you how I roll. Yeah, why not? Barry said, could name a certain person who does not know where to stop. She now looks absolutely ghastly. Are you on about Jordan? Katie Bryce. Because I actually, I'm a Katie Price fan, actually. I do quite like, there's something I quite like about her. I don't know what it is, but maybe I've got some similar traits. But she was on, is it Jeremy Vine the other day? And we were watching her on telly. You had telly on in the background. And I couldn't help but watch her. She's one of them people I can't help but watch. And I think I actually follow her YouTube, actually. I haven't seen anything come up in a while. But, oh, her face, she would just look so much better if she just gave it a rest, right? Her teeth look like she's just got some white paper in her mouth. You can't even see the gaps. You can't even see the joins of her teeth. So it just looks like she's, like a boxer has a mouth guard, and a boxer would just put a mouth guard in and you just see white. Well, that's how her teeth look, and I don't know why, because she's a really naturally beautiful girl. So I think sometimes you can go a little bit overboard, and I think it's such a shame. And then she'll announce she's going to go to Turkey and go and have another facelift, and I'm like, why? You look great as you are. Don't do any more. Leave it there. But I think she was saying something about toning it down on Jeremy Vine, but she said that before. I'm sure she did. But each to their own. It's your life. If you're going to go and get like facelifts and Botox, who's to stop anyone? It's up to you, innit, at the end of the day. And I do think in time to come, like I always said, I'm never going to have any Botox, not till I'm 40. When I get to 40, I'm going to have Botox. Yeah, but I'm going to wait till I'm 40 and then do it. And I've reached 41 now. Still haven't done it. And I don't really feel I need to be honest with you. I'm not happy with certain areas, but every human feels the same, don't they? Everyone is going to have a hang up about themselves because they stare at themselves. Well, they live in that body every single day, don't they? Or they look in the mirror and it's them they look back at. So everyone's going to find a fault, aren't they? But, at the end of the day, if you want to feel better about yourself, look at the people that like really struggle. Look at people that are like handicapped or disabled and, have got like broken legs, or people that have fought in the war and got lost limbs. That soon make you wake up and smell the coffee, because they really, really do struggle. But they're quite inspirational as well, because a lot of them just get on with life. They're like proper warriors. But it does make you feel grateful, and you think, here am I sat there worrying about my Italian nose that my mum gave me, and then there's someone in there who's a Paralympic who's just done 100 meters with no legs and things like that. So it's quite inspirational, really, and it just makes you realize that we're actually really lucky, to be honest. There's always someone that you can look up to who's in a worse situation, who's actually positive about it. Susan says, you don't need it, Gabby. You look amazing as you are. Susan, I love you. There's a reason I love having you on my channel. So anyway, while we're talking about positiveness, we'll have to end not on a positive. This is not positive ending the coffee morning. What I meant to say is I'm going to say something positive before I end the coffee morning. I was going to say, I think, well, the sun's coming out here, so it's going to be a lovely day. And even if it is snowing and it's dark and cloudy, I'm going to make it a good day. It's the start of the week. In fact, have a great week. I've got loads of like things to look forward to this week, to be honest with you. Obviously, I wake up to my beautiful boy every day, so that's amazing. And my daughter, even though she just gets up and goes, but I spend every day with Bumps, and that's great. So, are you all right, Tim? That wasn't a sarcastic cough, that was a genuine cough, by the way.
It was a sarcastic cough.
Oh, was it?
You didn't mention waking up next to me.
Well, I'm not going to be with you, am I? Because you're going away to work, otherwise I would. You were first on my mind. You're leaving me.
Most days I am there with you.
Oh, yeah, most days, but I'm talking about this week, obviously. I love waking up next to Tim, but he is leaving me in about an hour's time.
Only for one night.
For one night, though, then he's coming back. I'm like, way. So I'm probably going to catch up on some Netflix that I can watch, and then we'll be back and we'll be watching The Good Place. So, yeah, we watch The Good Place. Guilty pleasure.
You don't watch that?
Well, I don't actually watch it. I just have it on in the background while I'm on my phone responding to the YouTube comments. Your comments, everyone. I go through them all while The Good Place is on, because that's the only time I get to sit down and do it. So, and I'll be looking through the coffee morning pictures. So, yeah, I'm going to be getting on with my, I'm going to record a vlog as soon as I've taken Tim to the train station. And then tomorrow I've got a vlog as well. Tomorrow I'm going to make, this is really sad, but I'm going to make a really nice stew, and I absolutely love doing that because I'm sad. And then, yeah, then we're packing because we're off. So I'm all plan for the holiday. So it's all good stuff. I'm really looking forward to this week. So touch wood, it's going to be a good one. Whatever you do, make sure that it's a good one. Start your week by making it really good by taking a picture of your coffee cup and what you're doing this morning, and post it on my social media page, Gabby Starbuck Vocalist Entertainer. You'll see the post. It's the latest one that I've done. I put on it, pop your coffee morning pictures here. So if you can do that, that'd be absolutely fantastic. And if you haven't done so already, do subscribe. I just want to say as well, thank you so much for the people that have been moderating this morning. I don't think we've had any mean people on, so it's all been very positive, so I'm glad about that. So thank you for modding and taking the time. Thank you to yourselves for actually taking the time to come and join, and also thank you to all the channel members. Wow, I really appreciate your support. Just to let you know as well, this is going to be a bit disappointing. You might actually be relieved, I don't know, but obviously next Monday we can't do a coffee morning, and the reason being for that is because I'll be in Cyprus, and I don't even know if I would get a Wi-Fi connection there. Maybe
Let them know.
If I can,
Because you'll have to use my phone.
I would. If it's doable, I will do a coffee morning from Cyprus, but I have no idea what the internet connection is going to be like. So I'm playing it by ear. But as
Here.
By
Here.
but is it by ear or is it by here?
Here.
Is it? Oh, I don't know. I weren't sure, to be honest with you. I just said it and hoped for the best. So so I would say, so there's no disappointment. Next week's is cancelled because I'm on holiday. However, I may surprise you. So just watch this space. We'll see what we can do. But as of now, it's cancelled, and we will have a coffee morning the following Monday. If I can't do a coffee morning with you on Monday, right, I will make it up to you with a wine evening. Yeah, baby, a wine evening. But I'm only going to have 2 because I'm a lightweight, as we all know from yesterday. So, yeah. And the thing is, if I have more than 2, I've got a very good chance of making a fool out of myself. So, because I did last night. I let my mouth run away with me sometimes. Vinny, 2 bottles. Well, yeah, that's what I meant. 2 bottles. In fact, to be fair, those glasses were so big, I think a bottle did fit in that glass. So, yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here. Have a good day. I look forward to seeing your pictures, and I will see you soon. If not, I will see you the following Monday. Tim, it's all right. I think I know how to do it myself. Turn it off. I think I do. I think I do. Oh, by the way, give it a thumbs up if you haven't done so already. Tim's coming to wrap us up. So have a good day. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye, guys. Guys, I hate it when people say guys. What do I say guys for?